Hi everyone and good evening. I'm Lila Golden and allow me to be the first to welcome you to Philanthropy Tank's finals event. It's our 10th anniversary. We're really excited to be here and I'm excited to host the red carpet for you guys tonight. So our first guest is Maya Bahora. Maya, would you like to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes, thank you so much for having me. So I'm Maya. I'm the founder of Endgame Education. I was a part of the Year 8 cohort. I'm very excited to be here today. I'm here for the expo and to help introduce one of our new finalist groups for this year.
So Maya, can you explain a little bit about what Endgame Education is and kind of why you were inspired to start it?
Yeah, of course. So I started Endgame Education right before my 10th grade. And the reason I started it was because I'd been playing chess since I was 3 years old. And I kind of wanted to give back to the community and help other kids reap those same benefits that I reaped from chess. So I started that for elementary and middle school students to teach them chess in a free and accessible way.
That's amazing. So what are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm super excited to see the new finalists and see all of their pitches. I'm really excited because it kind of reminds me of 2 years ago when I was here, so it's kind of surreal to see everything happening again, so I'm really excited to see what happens.
Were you super nervous when it was your time to do this?
I think so. I can kind of feel the nervousness, but I'm really excited because it's kind of like a nervous and excited energy because you kind of want to see what the PIs think and see what's going to happen.
If you had any words of advice for the finalists who are presenting tonight, what do you think you would tell them?
I think I would say be yourself. As soon as you go onto that stage, I mean, you know your project the best, and so everything you say should be coming out of confidence. So as long as you're yourself, everyone's going to love it.
Thank you so much. This was great. Thank you, Maya.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Jackson and Kat Murray. They're siblings and they're finalists tonight, which is really exciting. What's the name of your guys' program?
Our project is called My Allergy is Driving Me Nuts.
And what does My Allergy is Driving Me Nuts do?
So basically, we aim to educate and advocate for food allergy awareness in our community's elementary and middle schools.
So what kind of inspired you guys to become involved with this organization?
So Catherine has a severe nut allergy as well as my older sister. So it is very important to us to educate and advocate for food allergy awareness and teach younger students the importance of allergy awareness and what to do if a reaction occurs.
So what's an example of like a program you guys might do for My Allergy is Driving Me Nuts?
Yeah, so we're mostly targeting elementary and middle school students. So for the elementary schools, we want to go there in person because we feel like they need more of the, peer-to-peer, in-person activities. So it looked like maybe a presentation, some fun games and crafts and things like that. And then for the middle school, we're going to be creating instructional videos and podcasts. So that should be fun.
That sounds really amazing. It sounds like you guys put a lot of thought and work into this project. What kind of preparation did you guys do getting ready for tonight?
So overall, we've just been practicing nonstop in front of our parents and then also at the Philanthropy Tank meetings. We've also met with our wonderful coach, Andrew, who has really helped us along the way.
So are you guys still feeling a little bit nervous before going on stage?
No, we're good. We're good.
It sounds like you guys are really prepared. Your project sounds great, and I wish you guys a lot of luck tonight. All right? Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. I'm here with Selena, and do you want to explain a little bit about your involvement with Philanthropy Tank?
Absolutely. So I'm a successor for GNOME, which stands for Growing Native Oases Meant for Engagement. And this program aims to improve communities' access to nature through gardening and environmental education initiatives. And my involvement with Philanthropy Tank was that we were a previously funded program, and Philanthropy Tank has been amazing with the grant and everything, and I'm so lucky to continue being involved in this group.
So I know you're a successor, I'm a successor too, so I can definitely relate to you on that. So neither of us actually went through this whole process of like going on stage and presenting to the PI. So how does it make you feel to see this all kind of happen even though you never like had to do it yourself?
Honestly, I'm kind of glad I never had to do it myself. It looks very nerve-wracking, but I'm so excited to see all the incredible programs here. Not going through it myself has sort of been very exciting, but I'm glad I've been able to be involved with Philanthropy Tank through the incredible resources they have for us successes.
And I know you're presenting one of the new groups tonight. We actually just spoke with them. My Allergy is Driving Me Nuts.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. They have a great name.
Yes. So are you excited to get up on stage? And do you know anything about what their program does?
I have absolutely no clue, but I'm assuming something allergy related, and I'm very excited to see the presentation.
Yes. So they're going to be presenting about allergy awareness and all those kinds of things. We just spoke to them. So we're definitely going to learn a lot tonight, and I'm really excited to see how it goes.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back. I'm here with Trinkets of Hope. We've got all four of them here, so I'm really excited to introduce you. Do you guys want to start by telling everybody your names?
Yeah, I'm Anna. I'm Nicole.
I'm Dillany.
I'm Graciela.
So tell me a little bit more about what exactly Trinkets of Hope is and your guys' mission.
Right, thanks Lila. So we're a student-led organization that bridges the connection and stimulates the awareness of eating disorder awareness and body positivity. We focus on two main objectives. So housed at Spanish River High School, we're a club that creates supportive projects, which are then distributed amongst local psychiatric facilities.
That's amazing. So are you the founder of Trinkets of Hope?
Yeah, I'm the founder and president.
Okay, so what inspired you to start this project?
Right, so I saw a lot of kids, especially kids in my age group, that were suffering with the detriments of social media and body dysmorphias, and I myself fell into a trap that was really isolating, and I wanted to construct a place where people could go with their insecurities and be open and authentically themselves.
I think that's something that so many people can relate to, especially teenagers with everything on social media, and I know I can relate to it. It's a teenage girl, and I'm on social media, and it's definitely a lot of body image and everything like that, so I'm really, really proud of what you guys are doing. So tell me a little bit about how you got involved in Trinkets of Hope and your hope for what you guys can accomplish tonight.
I got involved with Trinkets of Hope when Anna reached out to me over the summer of last year. I'm the VP of marketing for a big organization called DECA, and Anna reached out to me in order to control the marketing aspect. And when she told me the image of the club, it really meant a lot to me, as I also have had personal struggles with this issue, and I just knew I had to step up with her and take this on.
That's amazing, and congratulations on being the VP of marketing of DECA. That's fantastic. I know that's a huge organization. So tell me a little bit about one of Trinkets of Hope's programs. What might that look like at an average meeting if I was to come?
Absolutely. So we have meetings on a bi-monthly schedule, and we usually meet up to create little trinkets, as our name says, and these include little cards or little care packages that we recently did for the holiday season, where we did an organization drive with DECA actually, and we collected a bunch of blankets, interactive games like puzzles, and we were able to create these baskets to send over to the psychiatry centers of the Palm Beaches, and it was really great as we got to connect with a wider audience, obviously with the collaboration with DECA, and it's just a fun meeting where everyone gets to express themselves and obviously meet new people and get community service hours, which is obviously a plus.
So have you guys seen a lot of people at Spanish River come out to support the club?
Absolutely. So with the collaboration that we did with DECA, we got so much more income and so much more people coming in, as we did in the past few meetings. It was just great. I mean, when we started, it was quite a small group, but over the past 2 years, we got to gain over 100 members, so it's absolutely great.
Wow, that's really amazing. I know you guys are about to get up on stage and present this whole idea, so what kind of preparation have you guys done to get ready for tonight?
Oh, well, I mean, going into Philanthropy Tank, they've had rehearsals set for us that we had gone to every other Saturday. It took us a lot of training. We did lots of meetings, lots of FaceTime calls, such as last night, and I think just trusting each other and figuring out what is the goal at the end of the day is really what we did to this.
So you guys feeling ready for tonight?
Yeah, we're ready. We're excited.
Well, I have to say, you guys look absolutely amazing. I love the matching. Whose idea was that?
It was mine, but it was a collaborative effort to pick up the color from our logo.
So your guys' logo color is purple. Well, I love that. It really ties it together. You look great. You're going to look great on stage, and I'm really excited to see you guys present. Thank you. Andrew, he's a board member, and he helps the students prepare for the big night, the finals event. So tell me a little bit about what you do with the students to help them get ready.
Sure. Such a great honor to be here tonight, and the culmination of so much hard work for these students. Honestly, 99 out of 100 students are already so prepared. It's just kind of getting the jitters out and just speaking about what they've worked so hard to accomplish. They've worked with the people at DramaWorks to really refine their approach and refine, belting it out to the last table, and it's just be yourself. Show your passion in your project, and that's all going to come through in the end.
I know, every time I speak to the finalists, I'm so impressed by how much they care about their projects, and really the passion is really evident, and I think that's something we're going to see tonight on stage as well. What are you looking forward to seeing tonight?
Sure. I just want to see them flap their wings, and look, they've worked so hard. They deserve their moment in the sun. They're hardworking. They have all the right ideas in terms of trying to help people and be impactful. So, just be yourself, be natural, and that passion will shine through, and just give yourself a little bit of little bit of time. I know it's the Kravis Center and there's a lot of tables and everything like that, but they're prepared, and first and foremost, believe in what you're saying, and that's what they do.
So on a more personal note, how long have you been involved with Philanthropy Tank, and kind of what inspired you to become involved with this organization?
Yeah, great question. Thank you. This is my 7th year being on the board, and I've been on the Student Grant Review Committee. I've been a project coach and a couple other things that I'm probably forgetting, but it's super easy to want to get involved with an organization like this that focuses on education, focuses on, making the world a better place, and helping people that need help. So it's really something that I look forward to every year, and I love doing it, and I'll do it as long as they'll have me. So.
Thank you. And I honestly think what you're saying about making the world a better place is really something that Philanthropy Tank can accomplish by empowering people my age to help their own communities. We can have a much larger impact by having individual leaders to help the people they know best, which is their communities. So it's really special.
And these teams, that's exactly what they are. They're teams, and they prove that if you want to go far, go together. And them working together always yields the best results and the best ultimate project. So I couldn't be prouder of everybody, no matter who they are. I couldn't be prouder than I possibly am today. So
I know I absolutely could not run my program without the other students who helped me out, all the other volunteers. It's really a team effort. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. This has been really great, and we'll see you in there. Hi everybody, and welcome back. I'm here with 2 really special people tonight. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves first before we get into the interview?
Yeah. So I'm Caitlin Macias, and I'm this year's one of the Philanthropy Tank investors. And I was actually one of the year 1 recipients with my group, Equal and Empowered. And I'm so excited to be here with my mom.
I'm Anna. I'm the mom and driver to all those events so that she could be here, and I'm so proud of her.
Aww.
That's so special.
Like 10 years later, this is like a dream come true.
I know my mom is one of my biggest inspirations. How does it feel to have your mom here tonight to watch you up on that stage?
It's so great, and my mom's been such a great support to me and my sister. So thank you guys so much. Really cool.
So you said earlier that you drove Caitlin to when she had to present to this 10 years ago now. How does it feel to have seen her now grow into someone who's in a position to offer these great opportunities to teens now?
It's amazing to see Caitlin grow into her own business, develop as a young, beautiful lady, and just kind of be behind her, like admiring and supporting and feeling super proud. And I'm so glad she hasn't forgotten me for all those times on I-95. But Philanthropy Tank has been a great experience. It really taught us a lot. She really had the dream of meeting Julie Fisher Cummings and being funded by FIR, which she did. They published a book empowered by Philanthropy Tank, and it has been like an amazing journey, supporting what Caitlin believes in, empowering women, anti-trafficking, equality, equity. So it has been amazing.
Yeah.
So Caitlin, obviously you've been through this whole experience of being a finalist and getting up on that stage and then going into running your own program with Philanthropy Tank. If you could give a piece of advice to the students who are about to go up on stage right now, what would you say to them?
Just be your authentic self. I think that everybody has a great story to tell, and I think a lot of these projects were created because the students had an idea and a passion, and I think that as long as they let that shine through, they're going to be great, and I'm so excited to see all the projects today.
I'm so excited as well. I've never seen a Philanthropy Tank event on this kind of grand scale. I know it's our 10th anniversary, so we're really excited to see everything that goes on tonight. What are you most excited for?
I'm most excited for Tech Ease. It's one of the presentations that's focusing on tech, so I have my own business now. We do AI technology for nonprofits, and they're actually going to be talking a little bit about giving technology support to seniors, and I think that's a really important cause.
I think I see them in the line to be interviewed, so I'm excited to speak to them and hear more about their project and to hear about it up on that stage tonight. But thank you guys both so much for joining us. I'm really excited to see you up on that stage tonight, and thank you for being here. Hi everybody, this is really special because I'm here with Miss Amy Brand, who is the CEO of Philanthropy Tank, who's the mind behind all of this amazing everything that's happening tonight. So tell me real quick before you introduce Ms. Conway, what are you most excited to see tonight?
You know what, I always love seeing all the pieces come together. We've been working so hard with all the students and they are fantastic. I'm so excited about this group. Every year it just seems to get better and better, but the kids are very well prepared, lots of nervous energy, so we're ready to just go, ready to get this thing started.
I spoke to some of the student groups earlier. You can definitely tell they've got the jitters, but they have like really strong passion about their projects, and you can tell we're going to be able to see that on stage. They really care.
And we're so excited to have you as our red carpet lady today.
Thank you.
Lila's one of our founders, is involved with sharing the art, so it's great to have her here too. But I want to introduce Karen Conway, who's our board of directors, here visiting and coming in for the event. So we're so happy to have Karen here to see it all happen. So I'm going to pass the baton to you.
Right, thank you, Amy. All right, go run this whole show. Hi, it's so nice to meet you. I'm Lila. So Amy says you're on the board of directors. So how did you become involved with Philanthropy Tank, and kind of what does this organization mean to you?
Oh gosh, it means a lot to me. I got involved through the founder, Evan Duell, who has been a very long time friend. He's actually my husband's oldest friend. I've known Evan since I was 19, and he started Philanthropy Tank, we were sort of following it from afar, and then I have a lot of experience in the nonprofit world, done a lot of philanthropy myself, sat on a lot of boards, done a lot of fundraising, and so he asked me to get involved, and I was so happy to do it because, I mean, he's a dear friend, and the work he's doing speaks for itself.
So I imagine if you know Evan, then you've seen kind of Philanthropy Tank grow since the beginning. How does it feel to see something like this on the 10th anniversary here at the Kravis Center?
It's really special. I mean, to be able to sort of see the kids who are coming up tonight, and to see the programs that, I mean, I just talked to somebody who's from year one, and it's just incredible to kind of see the growth of the program and how excited the kids are who are pitching tonight, but also to see the success of so many programs doing so much good in the community.
It is. This is only my third year with Philanthropy Tank, but even in that time, I've seen so much growth in the interest from students and the deal with the district to be able to have clubs in our schools. It's absolutely amazing, and I think the number is 75% of projects that have been started with Philanthropy Tank are still active and running, which is really special.
That's a huge number. I mean, to have that kind of sustainability of programs that are actually helping the local community is really a testament to all of the good work of everybody who's involved. So.
I'm a successor to a program, and the successors who are going to take it over when I graduate are sitting over at the table right now. So definitely what you say about sustainability is really important, and I'm excited to see these new programs coming in tonight. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to hearing all of the kids. To be honest, I was here for the rehearsals, and they were very excited. There's a lot of energy, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you do for Philanthropy Tank and being on the board of directors. And also, I love these colors; they're very pretty. So thank you very much, and I'm excited. It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Hi everybody, this is pretty bittersweet, but I'm here with our last interview because we've got to get this finals event rolling. So please tell me, who are you guys, what are your names, and what are your projects?
Hi, I'm Emily.
I'm Daniela.
I'm Joanne.
And you guys are
STEM Squad. Music for Memory.
So tell me, I know you guys are about to get up on that stage. It's a really big night. You guys have been preparing for this for a really long time. How are you feeling, and what are you most looking forward to tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm most excited to just see everyone's projects and just enjoy this moment.
So tell me a little bit about what you guys have done to prepare for tonight.
I mean, we practiced together a plethora of times, practiced on our own, and obviously Philanthropy Tank gave great resources and great coaching.
So STEM Squad, you guys are dedicated to helping teach about science and hands-on science learning. So tell me a little bit about, if you have a hope for STEM Squad and what you guys can accomplish, what would that be?
I guess it would be to just keep growing and expanding our impact.
What's an example of something that you would say is a way that you guys can expand?
We would just love to have more members and work at more community centers.
So tell me a little bit about your project and what it is.
So what we're basically aiming to do is we go to memory care facilities and we play music that will be very therapeutic to them, and we all like to do this through music, and hence the term music for memory. And yeah, that's what we aim to do.
So what inspired you to start Music for Memory?
So I've been playing memory care facilities, assisted living facilities for about like 5 years now. And I noticed like a lot of patients don't have like really good big reactions. They're just like sleeping, they're very monotone. And I really wanted to change that to make like music a thing they're look forward to and enjoy.
So what's your plan to make music something that they look forward to and enjoy?
So we like to play music that they recognize, so like they will actually like sing to, like they're actually gonna be like really enjoying with. And we also like bring like rhythm instruments so they can like contribute to like the music while we play. We want to like make this a thing that we connect together, not just like we play music, they listen. We want them to also like participate while we play.
That sounds like a really amazing program, and I know you go to Dreyfus, and I do too, so we definitely share that kind of bond of going to Dreyfus and having that passion for music. So how would you hope to pass on your passion for music to the other student volunteers who are helping out with you?
So, we go to Dreyfus, and we have a great music department. We're going to have a great music department, and we have a lot of participants that want to contribute to this. So yeah, we can get all these students from there to participate, and we also want to go to like other art schools, such as like Bach Middle School of the Arts. American Heritage is also one, and we can get other participants from there and encourage them.
Thank you very much, Joanne. And so I know you guys are about to get up on there. I'm sure you're really excited. So I'll let you guys go, but thank you guys so much for joining me. This has been really great. I'm excited to see what you guys do tonight. Hey everybody, so I'm here with Techies, which is one of the finalist groups presenting tonight. Real quick guys, tell me your names.
Yeah, I'm Jeff.
I'm Enon.
And I'm Ryan.
And where do you guys go to school?
American Heritage.
Amazing. So what inspired you guys to start Techies?
Well, I think the three of us met while volunteering at a retirement community, and we noticed there was a really big problem with seniors not being able to use technology effectively, and also not really knowing how to stay safe. Scamming and like phishing threats are really real. They're really real these days, and we really want to make sure everyone stays safe. So that's why we were inspired to start Techies.
I love that mission, especially with all the expanding technology going on right now. Protecting people from dangers online is really important. So what's an example of a program Techies might do?
So basically we just tour retirement communities and we just help the seniors there with technology. Our students are teen volunteers. They just work one-on-one with the seniors and then just like help them, and like we work together to like help resolve their issue while also making sure they stay safe. So we have like a lot of workshops as well. We also have a lot of online guides to help seniors use technology to be safe. Sometimes we cannot be there, so we give it to them, and then we just are there helping them out.
Well, it sounds like you guys have really put a lot of thought, a lot of energy into this project. How are you feeling before getting up on stage?
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously a little nervous. It would be crazy if we weren't nervous, but we're more excited than nervous, so we just can't wait to be up there.
Well, I wish you guys a lot of good luck. You sound like you're really prepared. I'm sure it's going to be great.
Thank you.
I'll see you up there. Hi, everybody. I'm here with Camilla. Tell me a little bit about what your program is.
Yeah, so my program is Bloom for Hope Kids, and we are a nonprofit initiative that raises support and awareness for pediatric patients.
So what inspired you to start Bloom for Hope Kids?
I just feel like childhood isolation is stigmatized. People don't like to talk about it, but it is a huge issue, and especially among those children who are so isolated, it's something that needs to be addressed.
So what has your experience with Philanthropy Tank been like so far, and how has that impacted you as a person, as a leader? I know they help you prepare with public speaking and everything like that.
Yes, all the mentors at Philanthropy Tank have been so great, helping me grow as like an individual and a business person and a philanthropist overall. So everyone's just been great, and the experience has been amazing.
But are you still nervous to go up on stage?
Oh, there's always nerves, but it's more so excitement.
I'm sure there's got to be definitely a mixture of nerves and excitement. Well, I'm really excited to see your presentation. All the groups tonight have been sounding really amazing, and I'm sure we're all excited to get into the finals event. So I've been Lila Golden. This has been really amazing, and I'll see you in there.
Good evening, everyone. How are you all tonight? This is a really exciting event. Welcome to Philanthropy Tank's big finals event tonight. My name is Glenn Glazer. I'm a first warning meteorologist at WPBF 25 News. We're looking forward to a great evening here tonight. We're celebrating 10 years of Philanthropy Tank tonight. 10 years. And we're welcoming a brand new class of changemakers. We're very excited about this. Let's take a look at this quick video illustrating 10 years of Philanthropy Tank.
What is Philanthropy Tank? Because we do a lot of interviews with Philanthropy Tank, but people might not know.
It is a Shark Tank-like event.
Florida's most innovative programs.
An annual competition.
Empowering change makers. Philanthropy.
Philanthropy. Philanthropy.
Philanthropy.
Philanthropy. Philanthropy. Philanthropy. Philanthropy.
So excited when we get to talk about Philanthropy Tank.
He's a busy man with a lot of ideas. We definitely thought it was a little crazy.
When we started our organization, I'd hoped to reach teens who wanted to play an active role in creating change and making a difference in their community.
This was the inaugural year. Right, and apparently it was a big success.
It was just outstanding, and the kids really were amazing.
He's mentored and guided us our whole lives, so I think he feels strongly about setting the next generation up for success.
I saw it with my own kids and how it changed their life. The real purpose of Philanthropy Tank is to empower our youth today to take their passions in a philanthropic way and give back to the community. And Siggy and some of our teammates were part of the initial 9 groups that got funded. To have a big heart was part of the initiative to launch what we know today.
Early years, it was kind of like we had to go to the teachers and kind of push it.
We're here at Pahokee High, so we're getting ready to speak to the class about Philanthropy Tank.
And not just by word of mouth and with the students, the amount of applications coming in is just awesome.
I'm the co-founder of Bricks Twisting Boredom, a nonprofit my brother, Daniel Klein, started 10 years ago.
I had opportunities to meet and learn from bastions of our community, such as my philanthropic mentor, Bill Meyer, where I learned lessons in leadership that I still carry with me today.
Philanthropy Tank teens are not just participants. They are empowered visionaries who are addressing issues head-on.
Philanthropy Tank played a pivotal role in helping us establish a solid foundation. Their impact on the journey has been invaluable, and we remain deeply grateful.
Our mentors are truly invested in the growth and maturation process of our students.
I love that Philanthropy Tank has taken the lead to inspire this generation.
If you want to have a better future, then we need to invest in our young people.
My Philanthropy Tank pitch was Little Angels Tutoring. Philanthropy Tank helped me personally by giving me this platform to not only make my dream a reality in regards to my program, giving me the ability to spread the message and to learn from other people on how to better my program.
They learn to be a part of something bigger than themselves, and I think that's really important and critical.
I'm Marina Bartso and I'm in 7th grade at Coniston Middle School.
None of this would have been possible without Philanthropy Tank. Because of their support, Surface 71 has become a 501c3 nonprofit, and I personally had incredible opportunities to build networking, leadership, and public speaking skills.
Being able to teach and assist young people what philanthropy means and what it can do for the community is very vital.
I got to learn the basics of social media marketing, how to go on TV and speak to people about my project.
The founder of CanCode, Noah Rumid.
How to grow my team, how to budget a nonprofit and a bigger organization. I've used the lessons from Philanthropy Tank and from CanCode in my day-to-day life, whether it be in class or my internships.
It gives me so much hope when I see these kids doing great things.
I really learned how to build and structure an organization around a central mission for change, as well as the importance of partnering within your community to maximize your potential impact.
We are planting seeds for the future growth of our country.
Philanthropy Tank really taught me a lot about how to organize meetings and events, and it led me to other leadership positions in my community and my school.
It's a wonderful experience for everybody involved, not only the kids, but the philanthropy investor as well.
Congratulations to Philanthropy Tank for 10 years of growing the future of philanthropy.
All right, to kick off the festivities, it is my pleasure to introduce Philanthropy Tank co-founders Evan Duell and Michael Kohner.
Thank you, Glenn.
Fast like used to.
Welcome to our 10th anniversary finals event celebration. I mean, celebrating 10 years of CHANGEmakers and their just wonderful impact in the community and all the work that they have done. So how about a big round of applause for all of our alumni that were out front tonight talking about their programs. I hope you had a chance to speak with them. If not, they'll be around here all night long. So thank you for that. It's wonderful to be here at the Kravis Center, celebrating with all of you tonight. There's, as you can imagine, a lot of people to thank. We're going to try to do it quickly. We don't want to miss anybody, and appreciate your patience. It takes a village, and I really can't believe we're still doing this 10 years later, right? First I'd like to start with our board. Please, if we could, if you don't mind standing. We've got Karen here, Vicki, Tom. Vicki, get up there. Stand up. Boy, stand up. Tom Vining. And Karen Conway. Thank you for all you do. And also, please, our leadership council, if you don't mind standing up. You got to hear from some of them on the red carpet tonight. Big shout out to Lila. If you didn't hear Lila interviewing on the red carpet tonight, it was wonderful.
Yeah, thanks, Evan. I mean, I want to thank you. I mean, it's been a long road, and wow. I mean, let's look at tonight, and want to thank our CEO, Amy Brand. But, you know, it starts with our grant review committee, and these people have been doing it for several years now, and it's really the lifeblood of vetting through a lot of different applications to the process to narrow it down and create the process, and it is a process. And then once they get past that point, then the coaches come in. And, you know, in terms of, it's been a long road of sitting there and working with the people, and then also to thank DramaWorks in terms of them working with the kids to get them to what you're going to see tonight, and I think you'll be amazed. You know, with that, though, we can't do that without our anniversary committee. And Christy Labasse and Stephanie O'Brien, thank you so much as the co-chairs. The loom looks great, and you know, we couldn't do it without you two, and thank you so much and the whole committee, so thank you. And also our sponsors. We have our gold sponsors, we have our entrepreneur level sponsors, and again, enjoy the evening. I think everybody will be very amazed at what these kids are going to present, and I wish them the best of luck, and back to you, Evan.
Thank you, Michael. Also want to thank our mentor level sponsors tonight, and of course our media sponsors. I want to thank you for being here, but Hubbard Radio, all the people that are with us tonight. Again, can't do it without you. I appreciate you. And then it's a big deal. We have an amazing room tonight. We would not have that room without all of you here, but not without our table sponsors as well. So thank you to everyone who sponsored our table tonight. It meant a lot to us. And then really the maybe unsung hero in all of this is Gary Cadwallader. Is Gary here? Is he back there prepping? Gary from DramaWorks works with the kids. He's been working with them for the last few months. He's been doing with this for years. I think you'll see the quality of his work. And you know, we talk a lot about the changemakers and their impact on the community, but obviously a big part of this is the impact on the changemakers. So the work that he does, the presentation skills, their development, you'll see tonight is wonderful. So Gary, here you are. Thank you very much for all you do. So I got asked earlier a little bit, you know, some people have been here in year 2, year 3, we have some from year 1. Like, what's happened with the program? So just a quick highlight to share with you. 75 programs, over $700,000 in grants, over 1,000 students impacted, over 300,000 lives in all varieties of places in our community that have needed help in Palm Beach County. It's amazing what they've done. I think when we started, we talked about, you know, we didn't want to do one and dones. We wanted to have some sustainability, but it sounded like a really good idea. It was very aspirational. It didn't quite work out that way in year 1 because I'm not sure we really knew exactly what we were doing. But we got a lot better. We talked about this grant review committee, the coaches, and the students themselves. So really proud of these statistics on the next two. 40% of every program started has established their own 501c3 status. It's a big deal. And 2/3 of every program started is still operating today. So, and that's going back 10 years, and it's really wonderful. If you think about that, the year 1 winners, and you're going to have Caitlin on stage, which is amazing tonight, a year 1 winner, who's going to be one of our philanthropist investors tonight, when you think about it coming full circle. But they're on their 3rd or 4th leader their CEO, whoever's running that business now. So they didn't just learn how to fish, they taught others to lead and to fish and to operate and raise money. And I think that's really one of the things probably we're most proud of when we think about our programs. So, okay, it's an opportunity to recognize our honorary chairs tonight. Julie Fisher-Cummings, Bill Meyer, and Francis Fisher. If you don't mind coming up, it would be wonderful. They're all multi-year philanthropist investors, Julie and Bill in the inaugural group in year one. I say this, I'll say it again. When we came up with this idea and we had to find somebody who'd be a shark, I called Bill. Bill was the first call. And I said, Bill, look, we have this idea. So I need you to give away, year one, I need you to give away $25,000 to kids that we're going to come up with the programs. And more importantly, maybe, I need you to mentor the programs that you decide to invest in. So it's not just giving out the money, it's spending time with them. And I knew Bill for a couple of years at a time. He goes, I'm in. And I was shocked. And I said, no, I don't think you understand. Let me say it again. We need you to give away this money, and we need you to mentor programs. He goes, I heard you. He goes, I'm in. And that yes is the reason why we're still here 10 years later. So big thank you to Bill. So just a minute, we'd love to hear from, and I want to also say Julie has a bad back recovering from a procedure and unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, but we obviously appreciate Julie's commitment year after year after year for Philanthropy Tank, and we thank her for that.
Thank you, Evan. It is such an honor to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Philanthropy Tank with all of you tonight. So I thank you for joining us on behalf of all of our investors and mentors. This is a program that truly empowers the next generation of leaders. So I have been truly honored and privileged to be a part of that. I want to thank Bill Meyer also and Julie Cummings as honorary chairs and longtime supporters and mentors to me, being mentors to the students. I think together we all affect this community in some mesmerizing and most wonderful ways for these young people, and what they're doing creates real impact. So thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. Evan, you have really done a remarkable job over the 10 years. Every 3 years you come back to me and want more money. Actually, every 3 years I'm happy to write the check because this is something that is very special to me. Evan was originally shocked when I agreed to do this in the very beginning. I've had the benefit of living in this community for 47 years. My family, including my sister, who is an investor tonight, is here. And we've had the benefit of living in this wonderful community, and there's nothing more important than giving back to that community. And the Philanthropy Tank enabled us to do it with the youngest people in our community. It's one thing when you're dealing with those that are needy. This is not a situation where we were dealing with needy people. We were dealing with young people with ideas. And where can young people go? They can sit at the dinner table, but often they don't have the financial resources to do anything about it. This was the opportunity to make available financial resources so that those great ideas that these young people had could actually put in place. And during the year that I mentored those people that I had made a grant to, I learned as much as they did because they were starting a business. It's been many, many years since I started a business, but when you talk with them and they ask questions and you realize you have to think through the beginning of a business so it can be successful and have longevity. And the first question is, what are you going to do when you graduate? Because every one of these kids are going to graduate and you want longevity. So put in place a succession plan so that when you're no longer part of this organization, who is going to take over after you? And I saw these kids all of a sudden give thought to the fact that it's not just about me, it's about how can I keep this going year after year, just like you guys have kept this going for 10 years. Michael, Evan, job well done.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Francis. Okay, nothing really gets done without our Philanthropy Tank team. So first I want to just introduce Bree Ali. Where's Bree? She in the back working in the far, our program coordinator. Thank you, Bree, for all you do for tonight. I know we're all getting ready for the kids, so thank you for being back there. And then, of course, it's my pleasure to recognize and honor our CEO for 6 years now, that I would say took us from a toddler or a scrappy teenager into an actual young adult nonprofit. It's been an amazing ride. I know you all know this, but when you live it and you communicate every day, a person who's tireless and selfless, that wants to give back and make an impact in the community with their lives. That we're blessed in this community to have so many wonderful nonprofit professionals that make such an impact all the time, and I believe, are not always recognized in the way that they should be. And we are so lucky that we have Amy Brand. So my pleasure to welcome Amy Brand.
Okay, you guys stay right there. Don't go too far. So with an entrepreneurial spirit and a vision to help future youth leaders, Evan and Michael embarked on the journey to start Philanthropy Tank. And 10 years later, we have hundreds of students who have created these wonderful, impactful programs that continue to benefit our community. We're just so proud of our student alumni. Hopefully you had a chance to meet some of them, and you're gonna hear from a wonderful group of students tonight. But we couldn't do this without the vision of Evan and Michael. So we wanna thank you. We have a little something for you, if you can join me. I'm gonna hand this.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
So in addition to identifying and mentoring youth change makers, Philanthropy Tank has recently broadened our outreach. We've had the opportunity to be able to partner with some dynamic groups in our community and create some wonderful collaborations. 2 years ago, we entered a partnership with the school district of Palm Beach County, and that enabled us to reach so many more students and to create Philanthropy Tank clubs on high school campuses. Some of you might have been able to meet some of our two newest clubs, the Dreyfus Philanthropy Tank Club and our Suncoast Philanthropy Tank Club, and we have about 4 or 5 more in the wings. So we're so thrilled. That enables us to reach students year-round, in addition to getting them excited about applying for our cycle. So with us tonight, we have the chair of our school board of Palm Beach County, Karen Brill. Karen, if you could please stand. Thank you. And also with Karen Brill, we have Dr. Geraldine Johnson and Janelle Hughes. Thank you so much. Both of them are with the Department of Choice and Career Options, which helped us to get this partnership to take flight. So thank you both for being here. The other dynamic partnership that we've been able to establish is through the City of West Palm Beach and the Community Foundation. The City of West Palm Beach was recently awarded the opportunity through Bloomberg Foundation to help enact the Youth Action Climate Fund for our local community. It's a wonderful opportunity, and through that, we have been invited to be the nonprofit partner to help with the selection process of projects that are student projects that address climate awareness and education in the West Palm Beach community. So applications are currently open, spread the word. The applications are open through April 6th, and you can go to their website, which is on our screen right here. We do have some of our programs in the room. Surface 71 is a grant recipient, so we're very excited that some of our Philanthropy Tank programs have been able to bridge for these grants, and we're also excited to see the new programs that are coming along as well. So we're very excited. With us here tonight, we have representing Mayor Keith James is his Chief of Staff, Tom Valio. So Tom, if you could please stand for us. And we also have Daniel Gibson and Michaela Kennedy from Community Foundation. So if you could please stand. Also joining us tonight is the mayor of the town of Palm Beach, Donnie Moore. And Donnie is with us. Donnie is also one of our very first philanthropist investors, so we're so glad that you could be with us tonight. You ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. So, by the way, I was making a list of Earth Day stories, so the youth climate, that's going to be mine. Don't give that to another station, please. That's good. Okay. Just making sure. All right, now we are going to introduce to you our philanthropist investors. We're going to call them PIs for the rest of the night because it's too hard to keep saying philanthropist investors. I can't do that. So here we go. Are you guys ready to start? Yes? You're about to meet some amazing, amazing young people tonight. Some of them you know already. Some of them you're going to see for the first time, and their projects, when I read through them, are just incredible. So let's get our PIs up to the stage. First up, Gail Meyer-Asarch. Gail possesses a strong commitment to diverse causes, benefiting education, medicine, to global Jewish communities, and cultural institutions. Ms. Asarch is a founder of the American Friends of the Hebrew University and sat on the board of Faculty Fellowship at the Jewish National Fund. She is a founder at the Kravis Center for the Performing Arts and has mentored Atlantic High School girls as they volunteer with Women of Tomorrow. Ms. Asarch is a benefactor of the Meyer Amphitheater as well as the Arthur I. Meyer Jewish Preparatory School, named in her father's honor. Please, a round of applause. Please welcome Deborah Elmore. Hi, Deborah. Deborah has served on several nonprofit boards throughout Palm Beach County, including the Palm Beach County Cultural Council, where she was the treasurer of the board, Bethesda Hospital Foundation Board, Delray Beach Public Library Board, Board of Governors, Northwood University, Young Professionals Executive Committee of Raymond F. Kravis Performing Arts Center, and Guild Board President at the Herod Conservatory. Deborah currently serves on the Maltz Jupiter Theater Board of Directors. We do some events together, don't we? As a board member of the Center of the Arts at Meisner Park, and is a founding member of Philanthropy Tank's Palm Beach County Leadership Council. Give it up for Deborah, please. Unfortunately, Madeline Dool-Flaherty can't be here tonight. Please welcome Hannah Dool-Ford to the stage. Hannah is a senior associate at Leadership Advisory from Spencer Stewart, specializing in the development and recruitment of executive talent for consumer product companies with a passion for better for you food and beverage and clean beauty. She is a yoga teacher and co-founder of, I love this name, Mama Moon Sanctuary, a wellness community for women at all stages of motherhood. Before joining Spencer Stewart, Hannah lived and worked in Israel, where she spearheaded Israel's lacrosse's female youth lacrosse efforts for recruiting and fundraising. She was also the head coach of the Israeli U19 women's team, which competed in the U19 World Cup in Scotland. Hannah graduated from Middlebury College, where she studied German and psychology. She recently relocated to South Florida with her husband, Mike, her two young children, Bowie and Indy, and her Bernedoodle jalapeno. Like a spicy personality for a Bernedoodle?
She lives up to the name.
All right, good to know. Our next PI is Lisa LaFrance. Lisa, based in the Palm Beach area, is a well-respected voice in the nonprofit community. She spent her professional career explaining complex investment concepts to clients, and she now dedicates her time and leadership to empowering nonprofits through financial support, capacity building, and community connections. She's currently serving her 5th year on the Grants Committee. She is on the board of Extraordinary Charities, Resource Depot, and Women United. Her thoughtful insights and community focus have made her an influential advocate for addressing core issues with the philanthropic sector through her recently launched LaFrance Project. Lisa is thrilled to support the next generation of philanthropists, nonprofit leaders, and by serving as a philanthropist investor. Thank you. And finally, we welcome former Philanthropy Tank changemaker, Caitlin Macias. Caitlin is the founder of Equal and Empowered, a program that was awarded at the first finalist event. She is the current director of stewardship and strategy at the Center for Child Counseling and the founder and CEO of BotQueen, an AI technology company focused on building custom solutions for nonprofits. Caitlin believes in leveraging tech and AI solutions to enhance the impact and reach of nonprofit organizations. She has been fortunate. Oh, wait, there's more. It's like 2 note cards worth, so hang on. She has been fortunate enough to work with nonprofit organizations locally and nationally in a variety of roles. Some of her clients include the Community Foundation for Palm Beach and Martin Counties, World Without Exploitation, and philanthropist leader Julie Fisher Cummings, her Philanthropy Tank investor. Caitlin's advocacy work and writing have been featured in Newsweek, Orlando Sentinel, and the Palm Beach Post. Outside of work, she is passionate about giving back and improving the community. Hang on a second. Okay. So you guys really have your work cut out for you tonight. This is my second time getting to MC this event, and I was blown away last time, and there were less projects to look at. This time there's even more PIs, more products, more fantastic ideas. So I'm very excited about this. The Philanthropy Tank alumni will be introducing the finalists this evening. First up, Daniel Klein.
Thank you, Glenn. Greetings from the University of Illinois, where I am now working and living in Champaign-Urbana. I'm sorry I cannot be with you all tonight, but I wanted to extend my congratulations and best wishes on Philanthropy Tank's 10-year anniversary. It's been an honor to be a part of this family and watching this philanthropic community grow and thrive over the past 10 years. We have a full circle moment tonight, as I was the very first Philanthropy Tank finalist to present my organization, Bricks Busting Boredom, at the first Philanthropy Tank finals 10 years ago. And tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing tonight's first finalist group, Trinkets of Hope.
Good evening. Let me redirect your attention to the faces on the screen. These are people just like you and me. They have worries and fears, friends and families, but something greater may be weighing on them. Maybe one just checked themselves in to an eating disorder clinic, and the other is leaving after months of treatment. The question we need to ask ourselves is, what are we doing to support them?
Hi, I'm Gracia Lemire.
I'm Anna Lima.
I'm Delaney Figueroa Mejia.
I'm Nicole Diaquino.
And we're Trinkets of Hope. We're a student-led organization that bridges the connection and stimulates the awareness of eating disorders and body positivity. We focus on 2 main objectives: community service and on-campus support. Housed at Spanish River High School, we're a club that creates supportive projects, trinkets, that are then distributed amongst local psychiatric facilities.
Some of the accomplishments that we have achieved in the past 2 years is gathering over 100 members, having partnerships with 2 psychiatric centers here in the Palm Beach area where we deliver our trinkets on a semi-monthly basis, as well as doing donation drives with DECA. For anyone who doesn't know, DECA stands for Distributed Educational Clubs of America and is an international business organization. This is significant to our school as it helps us broaden our reach due to the fact that we have the 5th largest chapter in the nation with over 700 members.
Looking at this through an analytical lens, eating disorders reach all age groups, but most prominently our own, and Florida is no exception. Referring to Johns Hopkins Medicine's, the most common ages for eating disorders is between ages 12 to 35. And as of 2023, 1.5 million Floridians were personally affected by eating disorders. And while eating disorders do not have a fundamental root cause, they are often highly correlated with traumatic experiences and are soon in efforts used as a form of coping or self-medication. A familiar support system that revolves around education and an amicable environment can be substantial in subduing the ostracism of eating disorders and dangerous cognitive disciplines, rerouting how our generation and generations to come handle these tribulations that can affect us all.
Through your support and collaboration, we aim at expanding our horizons by launching awareness programs, fostering partnerships, and organizing donation drives. By hosting workshops, offering ambassador programs, and engaging in interactive art projects, we strive in creating a deeper connection and inspiring a greater community outreach, together making a more positive and impactful change in our community.
We're requesting for a total of $14,375 to our mission of positivity and support. Your generous contributions will fund 3 key areas: art supplies and craft supplies to broaden our message, brochures and website functionalities for advertising, and community bonding merchandise.
Through education and building bonds, let's tackle eating disorders together, one trinket at a time.
He's an example for one of our trinkets. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Beautiful. Well, thank you guys so much for your presentation. It was amazing. So I do have a question for you guys. So would you be able to tell me a little bit about how you think social media is impacting body image and eating disorders, or if you have any data on that?
Yes, so currently with social media, you only really get to see what positive is happening in people's lives. Very rarely do you see influencers posting some of the negative things that they see. And we found that even though deep down you know that that isn't really what their lives, you still see it and you still think, wow, this person's just doing something that I'm not, and they're constantly happy, they're constantly thriving, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I don't know how to fix that. And we want to add as a platform to show them that it's not all real and it's not all true, and everyone goes through things, and we're just here to help them.
Thank you so much. Other investors, do you have any other questions? How did it originate?
So I originally had started the club because I myself had suffered with body dysmorphias, and a lot of that did come from social media. However, I felt very isolated in my struggles, and I felt like they were made secret. So I knew I needed the foundations to start a club of my own. And in order to do that, I knew I needed a good group of people in order to be able to structure an environment where people could be authentically themselves.
How often do you visit the institutions that you are affiliated with?
So we personally cannot visit these institutions ourselves, as these are issues that are personal issues that we can't really interfere with, as this is confidentiality, right? Because this is a personal problem that a lot of people don't feel comfortable sharing to students like us, like we're just high school students. But we do make these packages and cards that we send over to the patients there to let them know that we are here for them and that we do care for them, and we do want awareness about body positivity and eating disorders, as it is something that is quite quiet on social media and in schools, and it isn't really talked about. So ourselves, we can't really go, but we do show our presence through our trinkets.
To add on, we usually deliver these deliveries every 2 to 3 months. For example, our last support package was in December. We had a holiday theme, and we had our club members at our own high school, Spanish River, make these packages, which we then, as the board members, we delivered to the psychiatric center. So, yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Trinkets of Hope, my goodness. And they had to go first, and that was amazing. And now you see how it's going to work tonight. Our groups will come up, and our PIs will ask them questions. When they finish their presentations, we'll have to hear a little bit more about them. And at the end, the PIs will deliberate, and we'll find out what is going where. All right, let me invite to the stage, please, Year 2 alumna, Holly Moritz.
Hello, everybody. My name is Holly Moritz. I am a Year 2 finalist with the group Horses That Help. Horses That Help is a 501c3 nonprofit that gives free horseback riding lessons to special needs kids, at-risk youth, and veterans, as well as has a primary objective of rescuing, retraining, and rehoming horses. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you Do Nation.
Hello, philanthropist. I want you to imagine a world where toothpaste and toothbrushes are luxury items. For $4,000 in Palm Beach County, this is the harsh reality.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chase Berenberg, and this is my twin brother, Luke Berenberg. We are both juniors at Park Vista High School, and our mission through Do Nation is to provide assistance to individuals currently experiencing homelessness.
So, think about it. As you are driving off the exit ramp of I-95 and approaching the stoplight, someone in need may approach your window, and you are presented with a choice. Give or don't.
You may avoid eye contact, look at your phone, or scramble for some spare change that you think may make a difference.
Well, that's where we come in.
Do Good Bags offer a difference to a person's higher order of needs? This includes food, clothing, and hygiene, all for $4.37. Do Good Bags also include a safety reflective strip as well as all the items listed on the screen? For example, some of these items include shampoo, conditioner, toothbrush, and soaps.
So, what will our club provide? Our club will keep track of all inventory and all future inventory needs, as well as have an efficient assembly line to make sure all items are accounted for. We will have clear roles and responsibilities, as well as space optimization for efficiency and organization.
We make it easy to order Do Good bags through an online Google form. Our Google form is translated into the top 3 languages in Palm Beach County. This includes English, Spanish, and Creole. We also offer flexible methods of distribution.
We carefully keep track of where each bag is distributed, as well as how many bags return to homeless shelters. This helps us create a stronger regional impact.
Luke, can you tell me what will it cost to make 2,000 Do Good bags?
Well, that's a great question. It will cost, purchasing in bulk and working with local community partners will decrease this fund greatly. However, it'll cost $8,740 for 2,000 bags. By August of 2025, we will open the first chapter of Do Nation in Park Vista Community High School. By the neighboring year of 2026, we will use your initial funding to distribute the 2,000 bags. By 2027, we will have 4 schools with 1 school in each region of Palm Beach County, distributing 8,000 bags.
And by 2028, we plan on being located at 8 different high school campuses, distributing 16,000 bags. And by 2029, we plan on increasing the number of bags distributed to 32,000.
Thank you.
We are Do Nation.
We are open to any questions.
Excellent job. PIs, you have 3 minutes to ask questions.
That is awesome. Congratulations, and love seeing what's to come and how you've laid that out really easily for us. I'm curious about you two. How do you partner together? Who does what? What are your strengths? How do you guys work together?
So we kind of work together. I mean, we're organizing a club, so we'll be the co-founders, and we plan on incorporating some of our friends, having officer positions, and really just overviewing the whole procedure, the assembly line, the procurement of bags, stuff like that.
That's great. And one more question. What's been the most impactful moment for you so far in distributing the bags?
Well, honestly, growing up, we would always be told to do something good. And just growing up around Florida, you would always see somebody on the streets. And, well, just handing out these bags for our B'nai Mitzvah was how we founded this idea. It just really inspired us to do good.
I have a question. You guys, I'm so impressed with not only what you're trying to do to help the homeless people, but honestly, just the showing that you care, looking them in the eye, and showing that they're people too is so important. So hats off to you for that. I'm sorry if I missed this in the presentation, but how are you going to distribute these exactly? What is your method of distribution?
So we have 2 main methods of distribution. One of them is presented through our club. We plan on giving our Do Good bags to our club members, and our club members could bring it to their friends, their family. It sort of creates this net where it increases the chances of seeing a person in need, especially when you're driving. So we recommend putting them in your cars just for any time you see them.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a second way we distribute these bags, which is using our efficient assembly line and creating a large surplus of these bags, and then we incentivize a student with volunteer hours to take the bags to a homeless shelter. And this just helps supply those top 10 most requested items from these homeless shelters.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I have a question. How will you reach potential volunteers to hand out at the exit ramps off 95? How do you reach those people? And how do you track those that you have given out?
So we plan on, you have the Do Good bag. It's a tangible item, so you just roll down your window, you say, I have a bag that could help you with your hygienic needs, it has food, it has water, would you like one? Usually they would say yes, and would you like to talk to them about?
But if I was, say, one of those that was going to have your Do Good bags with me, how would I find out from you that I can get those bags? How would you volunteer me? How would you contact me?
On our website,
Okay.
donation.net, we have these orders where you could, as a parent or as a student, order these bags to be distributed to yourself and to the schools to start a chapter themselves. So to get the bags, you would go to our website.
Thanks.
Great job. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, Do Nation. Thank you, guys. Really good. Excellent. Now I'd like to bring to the stage Naveen Parthasarathi.
Hello, good evening. My name is Naveen Parthasarathi. My organization is Hurricane Helping Hands from year 3, and I'm very happy to introduce STEM Squad.
Imagine the lost potential in Palm Beach County. Brilliant minds held back simply by the lack of opportunity, especially in STEM fields. This is the reality for many underserved children. STEM Squad aims to change that reality. We provide mentoring, stimulation, and hands-on STEM education in science, technology, engineering, and math to these underserved communities, unlocking that potential and empowering these kids to dream bigger. Hi, I'm Daniela.
And I'm Emily. Our team of high school and college students help children from minority groups, low-income households, and foster care realize that science can be for them too. It's no secret that STEM is a great field. Fast job growth, high salaries. For underprivileged students, it's an opportunity to end the cycle of poverty. However, these groups are underrepresented in STEM. Why? Nearly 60% of Florida children live in poverty. Of those that live in poverty, less than half will graduate high school. Of those that graduate high school, only half make it to college. But if we can inspire a childhood passion for learning and science, we can help carry these children through the classroom and to success.
So how do we inspire the kids? Well, we do fun, engaging, hands-on STEM projects with kids grades kindergarten through 8th, but we mainly focus on elementary school. For example, we've done photosynthesis labs, built roller coasters, built robots, made circuits, and so much more. All of these projects teach science and engineering concepts in a tangible way and instill confidence in the kids. So far, we've taught and mentored over 300 students across 3 different community centers in Palm Beach County. Additionally, we made an original math-based ocean-themed board game called Aquamath with the children at Milagro Center, raising money for their community.
This year, with Philanthropy Tank's help, we would like to double our volunteers to 40 students. We would like to double our reach to 600 children. And finally, by having more children to teach and more volunteers to work with, we can do more STEM projects.
We are asking for $8,250. Our biggest need is funding for project materials. We estimated around $25 per child, doing around 5 to 6 projects per child, and hoping to reach about 300 more children to put our total of 600 children impacted across Palm Beach County. Additionally, volunteer training, a website with project videos and descriptions, as well as an end-of-year showcase will help foster community among volunteers and the students and support our long-term sustainability. Join us in closing the gap in STEM and helping these underprivileged kids realize that STEM can be for them too. This isn't just about one-time impact, it's about creating lasting change. Thank you for your time and support. Are there any questions?
All right, PIs, you have 3 minutes.
I loved your presentation. It was awesome. So thank you so much. And I also saw you at the hamburger table. Great to meet you. So my question for you guys is, I know that there's a lot of STEM and STEAM programs. And so what do you think makes your program different than other programs out there for kids?
Yeah, our project, we also focus on working with foster care. And because we've been established for 2 years, we're able to really make a difference through our experience and our projects.
And I think we bring so much passion, and we use what we are learning currently in our difficult, rigorous STEM courses, and we try to transfer that to the kids to give every kid the opportunity to not just end up participating in those STEM fields, but leading those STEM fields as well in the future.
That's awesome. And could you share with everybody maybe like what your favorite memory has been with working with the kids from Milagro or any other centers you visit?
My favorite memory is probably building the roller coasters. We did it at Milagro Center as well as Florence Fuller, and the kids just really had a fun time. We put them in groups. They were able to kind of build the roller coasters really high and like kind of test with loop-de-loops and different things, and it was really cool to see their creative juices flowing.
That's awesome. Thank you. Any other questions from my fellow investors?
Yes, sorry, Gail, I'll go
Go
first
ahead.
and hand it over to you.
No.
Have you guys thought about connecting these students with some of the nonprofits in our community or some of the folks that are working with getting kids into college or college preparedness? Is that something you think might be another step to add into your program, potentially?
We haven't considered that, but honestly, that's an amazing idea to really make sure that these kids not just have a passion that we hope to give them, but they also would have the opportunities to really reach success. So we would love to do that.
And additionally, we want to partner, hopefully, with some more local colleges. I know we've had a few college volunteers. We'd hope to have more so they can serve as role models for the kids and kind of help them toward a career path and to university.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
All good? All right.
I have
One more. Go
Am I
ahead.
out of time?
Yeah, you have one more.
Oh, okay. So as the volunteers go to the different locations, do you have the same volunteers, consistency? So is the same volunteer going back to the same facility, working with the same child, like 4 or 5 weeks in a row? Or how often do you go to the facility?
Okay, in the summer, we go about twice a week. For the most part, we are consistent members, but we do have new people join, try for a bit, and then, leave or, come more sporadically.
But we do try to have the same members because I think consistency is key with these kids. I think it adds a lot of stability, and they can trust us that we're going to be there. We're going to do fun STEM projects with them, and they love that.
Yeah, just to add on, at Milagro Center, we've been going there for the last 2 years. They know our names, we know theirs, and a lot of them, they actually greet us with a big hug every time that we come in.
Good.
Thank you very much, STEM Squad.
Thank you.
Great job, guys. Fantastic. What do you guys think of our finalists so far? You feeling pretty good? I don't know what I was doing when I was their age, but it wasn't this stuff. You're doing much cooler stuff. Welcome to the stage, Selena Gray.
Hello, my name is Selena Detweiler Gray, and my program is Growing Native Oases Meant for Engagement, or GNOME for short. GNOME is a program that was started in 2022 and provides communities with access to gardening and environmental education in order for communities to create a lasting impact with nature. And it is now my pleasure to introduce our next group, My Allergy is Driving Me Nuts.
Hi, I'm Jackson Murray, a junior band major at Dreyfus School of the Arts.
And I'm Catherine Murray, a freshman communications major also at Dreyfus. Across the US, 32 million people suffer from a severe food allergy, including 1 in 13 children. It is disheartening that food allergy education is often overlooked in schools when 1 in 6 children with allergies have a reaction at school. My allergy is driving me nuts.
Our virtual and in-person life-saving project addresses this issue by educating and advocating for food allergy awareness for our community's elementary and middle school students.
We hope to make children with allergies feel accepted and safe, and to eradicate the stigma around food allergies.
We will also empower those without food allergies to understand the severity of food allergies and become part of the solution.
I suffer from a severe nut allergy, which has led to several unexpected trips to the ER.
These reactions have impacted our entire family and have caused us to take a stand.
We are ambassadors for the nonprofit organization Red Sneakers for Oakley, our community partner for this project. We also hope to partner with the School District of Palm Beach County and pediatric organizations.
Together, we will engage students in age-appropriate activities, including games, guest speakers, and information sessions about the proper ways to administer epinephrine.
We will also create instructional videos and podcasts. This will allow us to expand our reach to schools that we cannot visit directly.
We are asking for $12,500 for our project.
We will use these funds to purchase curriculum materials for elementary and middle school students, as well as EpiPen, AviQ, and Neffy nasal spray trainers.
We will use the remainder of the budget for marketing supplies, video and podcast equipment, and streaming services and memberships.
In order to track our impact, we will provide pre- and post surveys to students, teachers, nurses, and administrators. We will also track the number of allergic reactions in schools, as well as the number of likes, views, and comments across our social media networks.
In order to sustain our project, we'll implement school clubs across Palm Beach County, hold fundraising events and allergy awareness days, strengthen our partnerships, and run a social media campaign.
Together, we will make a change to educate and advocate for food allergy awareness and save lives. Thank you. And we're happy to answer any questions.
Very, very good. PIs,
Thank
3 minutes for questions.
Okay. Thank you, Catherine and Jackson, and being food allergy, you have firsthand knowledge of the effects of it. You will be doing podcasts to the middle school students. How will you'll stream through Apple or Amazon or, Android or Spotify. How will the students know, like Mrs. Jones' 5th grade class in Jupiter, how will you get that podcast to them?
So we would like to partner with the school district of Palm Beach County, and we'd also like to post on our social media so we can spread the word about this project. And we'll also go to middle schools and elementary schools, and that will help us spread the podcast as well by, word by mouth, and also the social media will help as well.
Yeah, right. And the videos that you'll have follow up and stuff on your website. How will I know? Like, how would I know to? Would I just Google,
Yeah,
allergies and stuff?
they'll be accessible on the website and on our social media networks.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any special training the volunteers need in order to teach how to administer the EpiPen or what other life-saving things they need to do?
Yes, so in order to sustain our project, as Jackson already mentioned, we're going to be creating a club, and in that club, we're going to make sure that all of our members know how to properly administer these epinephrine injection devices so that they will be able to properly teach the students we visit how to use them.
Thank you.
You mentioned a community partner, Red Sneakers for Oakley. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so Red Sneakers for Oakley is a nonprofit organization dedicated to educating and advocating for food allergy awareness, and they're actually centered here in West Palm Beach, and they were created when a young boy named Oakley Debs tragically passed away from eating a cake with walnuts in it, and the family took that trauma and turned it into this wonderful nonprofit organization to raise this awareness. So they're just about the best partner we could ever ask for.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My allergy is driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. I like it. I like a catchy name. Driving me nuts. All right, fantastic work. Please welcome to the stage 8th year finalist, Maya Bahura.
Hi everyone, I'm Maya Bahura. I was part of year 8 and my program was Endgame Education. Endgame Education is a free chess instruction organization that strives to make chess free and more accessible for elementary and middle school students through free virtual lessons and in-person workshops and tournaments. And it's my pleasure to introduce you to our next group, Music and Memory.
How does music make you feel? For the seniors in this video, they feel a range of emotions, such as happiness, joy, and nostalgia. This is the purpose of this program, to bring these positive emotions to memory care seniors through the power of music. My name is Joanne Choi, and this is Music for Memory. So why is this needed? One is to isolate and disoriented feelings of patients. Because of conditions such as Alzheimer's or dementia, they feel a range of negative emotions, such as sadness, grief, and many can lead to depression or anxiety. Next is the engagement of the younger population. From ages 12 to 20, only 3 to 6% contribute to social activities related to seniors. So, what do we aim to do? One is positive reactions from patients. Examples of this can be singing along, dancing, or just having a positive smile on their face. Next is the connection of patients to students. We want our music participants to always be participating in our program. This can be through singing along, encouraging participation, and talking with the memory care patients. We also want to encourage music that the patients recognize in order to benefit our program.
We can do this by asking memory care facilities what their patients prefer and what we can do to match their needs. So, what am I asking from you, Philanthropy Tank investors? I'm asking for a total budget of $6,670. Most of this will go to music engagement materials, such as music boxes, fidget toys, and rhythm instruments. Next, we'll be using this for instruments for students, such as keyboards and music stands that most facilities cannot provide for us. Next, we'll be using sheet music to play for the seniors. So, what is our future? One is to reach to more music therapy organizations to gain easier access to materials and gain more information to the benefit of this program. We also want to spread to different schools across Palm Beach County to gain more music participants. We also want to spread to more facilities across Palm Beach County to aim to as many memory care patients as we can. Thank you for listening to Music for Memory, and I hope the next time you listen to your favorite music, you think of the difference it will make for these seniors to listen to their favorite music. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
3 minutes for questions.
Yes, I have a question, and I just have to say that this really speaks to me because my mom had Alzheimer's, and she also was a music lover, a pianist, a singer. And so I've seen firsthand how music can really connect with somebody that might not have any other memory. And in that regard, I'm wondering if you've considered involving families in this, because I know that those were some of my most special moments with my mom, is when we would sing old songs together. And I think that might be special for the families as well. Have you thought about that?
I've actually not, but I've seen actually during our programs, like moms or dads, like sitting next to their loved ones who have these dementia or Alzheimer's, and they feel very heartwarmed. And I feel like this is a very great suggestion for me to include in our program.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody else have any other questions?
I do. The volunteers that participate, are any of them musical, and do they perform as well and entertain the seniors?
Yes, the participants are all music students, and they play music. And in the future, maybe I'm going to add maybe like other art areas, such as theater, and because these can really connect to the seniors in different ways.
Awesome. I also have a question. So why do you think that the elderly are so isolated? And you were talking about people feeling like they're not connected to the seniors. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so when I go to these memory care facilities, they have this condition that they can't remember anything. And sometimes, because they know that, they feel very blocked of like the connection of other people, the connection of themselves. And I think that's why they feel all these emotions.
I have a question. The students that you bring on to help you with the music, will they play their own instruments, or will they use the instruments that you have in your budget?
Yes, so the instruments in my budget are only keyboards, because the students cannot physically bring keyboards, but everyone else will bring their own instruments.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you very much. Excellent. Please welcome to the stage Erica Frischberg.
Hello, my name is Erica Frischberg, and my program is called Hearing for a Change, part of Year 8. My program works with struggling readers by going to elementary schools weekly to help build the vocabulary, comprehension, and overall love for reading using audiobooks, and it is my pleasure to introduce Curiosity Crew.
Hello, I am Henry.
I'm Cecily.
I'm Chance.
And I'm Millie.
And we are the Curiosity Crew. First, I would like to address the development of children when in the early stages of their education. I'm sure all of us can relate to our experiences in elementary school where we were taught the foundational skills necessary to succeed in life. We all had math, reading, writing, art. But then there was science. When I was in elementary school, I was fortunate enough to where twice a month, I would participate in hands-on STEM lab activities that would cover all aspects of physical science. Whether it was creating volcanoes, the perfect circuit, or making the perfect paper airplane, I can say with certainty that these have provided an intense amount of engagement for me personally. Not only this, but they provided the foundational education I believe helped me pursue and continue my interest within STEM.
Our program aims to bring STEM education to underserved elementary school students through interactive labs that spark curiosity and foster a love for the sciences. We're aiming to work with the Palm Beach County School District curriculum to align our STEM labs with the lessons learned in class. By offering engaging experiments, we aim to create an inclusive space where students can explore STEM in a fun and accessible way. We hope to empower the students to develop critical thinking, problem solving, and teamwork skills, ultimately laying the foundations for future academic success and inspiring the next generation. We want to ensure that every student has an equal opportunity within STEM.
Investors, we are requesting for a budget of $4,918.50, as you can see. This budget will cover basic supplies like office materials. Alongside this, it will also fund single-use equipment. For long-term reusable equipment, we aim to invest in microscopes as a way to ensure sustainability for years to come. Moreover, we are committed to supporting our community by purchasing through local businesses like Thermo Fisher Inc., Resource Depot, and Lakeshore Learning Store as a way to strengthen our circulation of support and interconnectedness.
It is our mission to provide fun yet educational, hands-on ways to educate these kids. These kids deserve passionate and educational support systems just like the ones we received at their young age. And we think that Philanthropy Tank can bridge this gap. Thank you, investors, for letting us present to you our idea and allowing more children to be involved in STEM. We want to become the next changemakers and change the lives of these young children. We want to make an impact and inspire new young minds into the STEM career. Thank you.
Great presentation, awesome energy. You're a big group. How do you plan to work together, divide and conquer, collaborate?
Well, the way that the actual program would work is that we first explain the lab to a group of children, and then we break up into separate groups where each of us would work with a handful of students to provide a one-on-one experience and answer any questions and move them along within the STEM lab.
Great. Do you have specialties amongst the four of you, where you have a particular interest or a different style?
Yeah, so we're all students who are really involved in STEM. We've all taken a part of advanced chem classes and bio classes within our school. And so we all kind of share the love for the sciences, and we're just going to bring this love to the students.
Great. Other PIs? Yeah, Caitlin.
So your program sounds very similar to STEM Squad that we heard from. So are you guys planning on collaborating or merging perhaps in the future, or what does that look like?
We actually discussed this very early on of thinking about collaborating, but we were discouraged against it. And there are a few differences within our own organizations, as they are south of the county, we're in the north region. And I believe that one of the main differences is that we work at the after-school programs of elementary schools, and I don't believe the other group does that exact same thing. So I guess that's one difference, is why we're not working together.
Would there not potentially, though, be a way for you to collaborate on curriculum and projects and that sort of thing?
Absolutely. We have discussed that we should also collaborate in terms of what was most successful in teaching the children, so we obviously are able to better create the curriculum for them, obviously, of course.
And your reach out for the classes is what grades? K through, I think the other one?
3rd to 5th.
3rd and 5th. How do you plan to reach the schools to do that? What's your mode to get into those schools? How do you do that?
Well, we've already started this initiative, and we've gone to what is called the foundation school, and I emailed them personally and called the principal and discussed the program, and they said they'd be happy to provide it for the after-school program. So that is already one. And then my team member here.
Additionally, my sister is part of the after-school program at Westgate Elementary School, so that could be another opportunity we could reach out for.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Great job.
Thank you. Very good job. Curiosity crew. I feel like they could teach STEM by day and solve crimes at night. Like the call the Curiosity crew. Okay. Sorry, TV side note. Okay. Please welcome to the stage Evan Daly and Marie Trevanowski.
Good evening. My name is Marie Tarnowski,
And my name is Evan Daly.
and we are successors of the program Down to Earth by Daisy Lee, started in 2023. Down to Earth is a program that aims to educate 4th and 5th graders on the effects of climate change and global warming through hands-on activities, interactive lessons, and field trips to Science on a Sphere.
And it is our pleasure to introduce our next group, Bloom for Hope Kids.
Hello, my name is Camilla Spinosi from Olympic Heights, and my program is Bloom for Hope Kids, which focuses on sprouting joyful futures. As a child, I had the unfortunate experience of a hospitalization, and I can wholeheartedly say that the isolation is detrimental to the mental state of developing children. Isolation rates, which are already high among the youth population, affecting over 97,000 of the 150,000 children under 10 in Palm Beach County, are significantly higher among those diagnosed with any sort of pediatric illness. Childhood isolation tends to lead to many developmental issues, which can result in mental illness later on in life. With this program, childhood isolation rates will be decreased among those diagnosed with pediatric diseases. Other programs focus on specific diseases, while we focus on all pediatric diseases within Palm Beach County. Through the distribution of handmade cards, care packages, and engaging hospital visits, we will provide support and bring hope. 1 in 285 children in the U.S. will be diagnosed with cancer before the age of 20. That is our unfortunate reality. Luckily, we can help. Improving mental well-being simultaneously improves physical health. Therefore, this program isn't only bettering one aspect, but rather both. We are not the cure, but we are the spark that ignites hope. Hospital cooperation and partnerships with local vendors are essential. So far, we have gotten the opportunity to collaborate with the Nicholas Children's Hospital, the American Cancer Society, and been invited to talk on a couple of entrepreneurial channels to further our outreach. Our team is currently composed of over 50 students, grades 9 through 12, at Olympic Heights Community High School. After thorough screening, anyone wanting to contribute can help. We are requesting $5,032 from Philanthropy Tank investors and hope to grow this program through their contribution and mentorship. These funds will be used to purchase the initial batch of supplies needed to operate. Funds will be allocated into 4 main categories: art supplies, event supplies, subscriptions, and marketing materials. Thank you so much for your consideration. Are there any questions?
Thank you, Camilla. A great project, and I know you're already with Nicholas Children's Hospital. What other hospitals are you planning to get to, and how will you reach out to them?
Yes, so far, I've been made aware of so many other pediatric hospitals within Palm Beach County that all seem so great to work with. I will reach out to the Human Resources Department, which is who I reached out to get that contact for Nicholas. Everyone there has been so willing to help and so encouraging. So I feel like reaching out to other hospitals will just further that outreach even more.
And when you leave some of the baskets, you can't obviously see some of the children, you leave the baskets with them. How do you get the feedback from is it the nursing staff, the pediatricians? How do you get the feedback?
Yes, so our program has both deliveries and hospital visits. Obviously, not all of the patients can receive visitors depending on what their state is, but there are common rooms within hospitals where we can hold events, where our members can be dressed as superheroes or princesses to give these children an experience that they've never had before, just to make them feel more a part of society.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I have a question. So you talk about part of the budget being dedicated to marketing materials, and I'm just wondering what exactly is the purpose of the marketing? Is it to raise additional money? Is it to increase awareness about the program? And also, give me a couple examples of marketing strategies that you might pursue.
Yes, of course. So marketing strategies marketing materials for those marketing strategies would be like banners and posters that we could put up to not only raise funds, which obviously help the program, but to raise awareness for pediatric illnesses, because it's a topic not many people want to touch upon leaving these children more isolated than before, just because people think, oh, that's so sad, and no one wants to talk about it. But we're here to talk about it and make them feel supported and heard.
So, I just have one follow-up question based on your answer. So banners and that sort of thing, like where would you actually be putting these materials?
Yes, so we've gotten the opportunity to collaborate with like the American Cancer Society. They had the Walk for Life a couple of days ago. So like walks, the banners for the end of the walks, as well as schools. Right now we have a chapter at Olympic Heights, so putting posters up on the bulletin board to get more members to come and contribute, as well as other places such as other schools or public places.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Camilla.
Thank you.
Excellent job. We have one more group left, but can we hear it for our finalists so far? It takes not only to come up with these incredible ideas, but to stand up in front of a room full of people and try to explain the ideas is just incredible, just incredible. All right, to introduce our last group are the ladies from Hooks with Heart, May Tillis and Dindale Mondesir.
Hello, everyone. I'm May Tillis. And I'm Dindale Mondesir. And we are Hooks with Heart. In Hooks with Heart, we aim to promote mental health awareness among teens by teaching them crochet. And it is our pleasure to introduce Techies.
On April 3rd of 2024, we met a senior citizen named Lindsay down in Delray Beach. She came to us with her phone, telling us that she couldn't call her grandchildren for an entire month. It turns out, her phone was infected with ransomware, only she had no idea about how to get rid of it. And that brings us to our problem here today. Right now, more than 67% of seniors are cautious about adopting new technology. And that kind of makes sense. It's confusing, there's a lot of new updates, and seniors didn't really grow with this technology. Unfortunately, scammers know this, and that is why they disproportionately target our seniors. Just last year, the average senior lost up to $34,000 in online scams, making up 50% of all fraud cases in 2023. In a world where friends, families, and loved ones are all online, technologies that serve as a bridge to connect our seniors with their loved ones. Instead, it is a barrier, with the looming threat of scams pushing them away.
So how is Techies the solution? I'm Ryan, this is Enon, and that is Jeff, and we are all students from American Heritage. We are the co-founders of TechEase, a student-led organization that helps seniors not only learn how to use their technology, but use it safely. How TechEase works is our student volunteers visit retirement communities all across the county, helping seniors just like Lindsay, working with them one-on-one with any technological needs that they may have, while also giving them tips on how to stay safe online. As teenagers born in this generation, technology is like a second nature for us. We want to make sure that technology is a second nature for everyone. Just over our last 18 months of operations, we have helped over 250 seniors with over 20 plus student volunteers. These student volunteers have worked for a total of 300 service hours across 5 different retirement communities across the county.
Now, how can you help us? We're asking for $15,000 to help grow our organization. Our budget is mainly divided into 2 parts. First, we'll purchase equipment that'll help us give better presentations and hold more workshops in these retirement communities. Second, we're going to increase our outreach efforts to try to gain more student volunteers. Now, as for our future, we're planning on expanding our organization throughout South Florida. We're going to partner with more senior retirement communities, as well as create an online database with resources and help guides. Additionally, we want to partner with the school district of Palm Beach County so we can bring our services not only to seniors, but also to grade school students to help them stay safe online as well. Everyone deserves access to safe and easy technology. That is how we do it at Techies. Thank you, and we'd be happy to take any questions.
Well, what you do really resonates with me. Well, that's not nice. And I'm sure it resonates with a lot of people in this audience. So And as a matter of fact, I can use your services.
We'd love to.
So if you think about how many people need this, it's not just seniors in a senior housing facility. It's pretty much anyone older than 65 years old, and that's a lot of people in Palm Beach County. So how do you plan to address and expand your program so you are reaching enough people and getting enough volunteers to service them? And one more add-on here is, do you have to train your volunteers?
Yeah, so I definitely agree. Retirement communities are not the only place where seniors reside. In the future, we want to create like presentations to give at libraries or any other public spaces where seniors can come by and learn from our presentations. And to answer your second part, do our volunteers need any training? We believe that a lot of our volunteers are equipped with the information that they need to teach the seniors because, well, we use our technology almost every day, every minute of our lives. And, and honestly, we feel that that information is available, passed on clearly. And as we watch our volunteers working with the seniors, we see that.
Have you thought about, well, South Florida is a community of a ton of country club communities, and I would say in most of them, more than, well, I don't know if half are seniors, but all of them complain that they cannot figure out what they're doing. So that's a whole different entree. How do you plan to possibly reach those people?
Right, so again, with more funding and your mentorship, hopefully, we would love to expand.
Are you saying I'm the guinea pig? Am I the guinea pig?
Not the guinea pig, but clearly there's a lot of information that you have, and we would be willing to use it, especially reaching out to country club members, because our outreach right now is mainly focused towards retirement communities, but with more marketing resources, we would love to reach out to different populations that are not just residing in these retirement communities.
And on a more serious note, we're willing to help anyone. The way we started, at least, is we were emailing a lot of retirement homes. Me and Jeff were on FaceTime. We just got a bunch and then started emailing to communicate with them. We're so willing to help community clubs as well, and we'll take that suggestion very helpfully. Thank you.
Thank you very much, techies. I don't want to alarm anyone from techies, but I did see a lot of people readying their phones with questions while you were trying to open it, making Face ID work. All right, here's what we're going to do. So we're going to give our PIs time to deliberate, talk about things. We're going to excuse you all for a little while. We're going to go out in the audience, ask some questions. You guys go ahead and talk things over. In the meantime, I've got a roving reporter here tonight. Oh, no. Yes, we do. We're going to have Lila Golden is here tonight. Lila's going to walk around. We're going to ask some questions from some of our other past alumni and other folks in the audience. Are we ready for that? So, Bill, ladies and gentlemen.
On the spot.
Bill.
Yes.
Reflecting on your experience as a PI, what do you think is going through the minds of the PI right now? What are they thinking about? What do they have to consider?
I think the most important thing they're going to consider is the longevity of the initiative.
Okay.
How many years can they keep it going? Is it something that's sustainable? And the second thing they're thinking about is how many people are involved in the project, and can they continue to get more club members or more students to participate with them so they can bring their ideas to a broader community.
So it's difficult. You got to figure out if they can branch out, how long they can keep that going.
Yes, there's a lot of recruitment involved in many of these initiatives, and that's what the PIs are going to be thinking about as they decide how much money they want to allocate.
I mean, there are some great groups here tonight. They have a lot to think about. All right, let's go to Francis. So what do you think are the key areas they're considering in selecting their student mentees? You think they're considering their own expertise and what they can lend to some of these groups, or you think they're going to reach outside the box at all?
You know, I think the most important thing is that relationship between the mentor and the mentee, and the understanding that it is a volunteer experience for both of us.
Yeah.
Strong communications are so important in the process of what they're going to build and how they'll grow from it, both from a strategic plan standpoint, but also how they're measuring their results. And, you know, lastly, the flexibility that students need to enjoy, as do volunteers in the process, and how you embrace those opportunities that come along and just help enhance what you're trying to accomplish together.
All right.
Many of the students that you've seen tonight and again outside are representing current students, past students, students of our future. We have our clubs now that are in the schools. All of them around us are representing our future change makers. And we're so proud to be an organization that works with these students to develop their ideas. Our students are doing wonderful, exciting things. We're really extremely proud of them. And they're going to be the ones to address some of our issues that are the most pressing issues in the future. You've heard some of them tonight, but mental health wellness, being involved with environmental preservation, being in touch, thank you guys, being in touch with affordable housing and solutions for that. Our program is designed to help them with design thinking, critical skill thinking, and a lot of the time, in addition to them doing their programs, we're working with them year-round to do separate workshops that address these skills, professional and personal skills. So we're talking to them about how do you make an impact? How do you reach people? How can you measure that impact? And ways, hi guys, ways, we'll get there, everybody will join the party. But these are important things, obviously, things that we need to learn and have people inspired and feel that they can be active participants in these solutions. So our organization is unique. This is something, again, we talk about investment in our change makers and what's for the future, because some of this right now is going to be planting the seeds. We talk about growing the future of our philanthropy. We're hoping that these students, no matter what they do, become active in their communities. They might be our future board members. They might be volunteers. They might be people that have started their own nonprofits or volunteering, but they are going to be the people involved in making things happen. We're really proud that our programs are led and run by teens. We're there to guide them, but these are all their programs, their design. They're the business owners. They're running the program. They're developing their management, and they're volunteers to help support that. So we're asking you tonight, we have the house lights up, but we're asking for your support. This is very important to us. We have been able to grow, and as you've seen what we've accomplished in 10 years, we feel like, as Evan said earlier, we feel like we're teenagers as well with them. We have many years ahead of us and many great things to accomplish. We're starting to do some really wonderful things in the school system, but we're a small nonprofit organization and we need your support. We really do need your help to continue to grow and make things happen. So we're asking you right now to help us with these goals, help us with the future of teens just like them. And in order to do so, we're asking for your support investing in our change makers. So at your table, there are QR codes to scan to make a donation. We're asking for you to consider doing that tonight. Thank you so much. I see my help in the back, Jessica Sazier, thank you so much. But if you could, thank you. So if you could, thank you. So if you could please look at your table as well. If you are not technological savvy, we can send techies out.
Yes.
But
Techies
if you would like to, there are cards on your table. So if you would like to, you can also fill out a card. We'll be by to collect them as well if you prefer to do that as well. So thank you so much for considering that support and help us to grow the future of philanthropy. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn back over to you.
All right. Let's bring our PIs back to the stage and also welcome back Trinkets of Hope, Do Nation, STEM Squad, My allergy is driving me nuts. Music and memory. Curiosity Crew. Bloom for Hope Kids. And Techies. We're starting with Trinkets of Hope. Yes? All right, Trinkets of Hope. Come to the front, please. PIs.
All right, and so I was really inspired by your project, and I would like to fund your project, Trinkets of Hope, for $5,700.
My sister Maddie, who's not here, and I would also like to fund your project for $2,300.
And I would like to kick in the rest, $2,000. I can't wait to work with you guys.
Congratulations.
Awesome. And so we're gonna bring out the big check.
Here comes a big check.
And so Trinkets of Hope will receive $10,000 of funding, and I'm gonna be your mentor.
All right, let's bring Do Nation to the front of the stage, please.
So my sister and I, siblings, my sister and I would love to be your mentors, and we'd like to donate $4,000 towards your project.
Hi, I was also very impressed with what you are doing, and I would like to offer and invest $500.
And I would like to also invest $500.
So that gets us to $5,000. Congratulations, guys. So, thank you.
In case you were wondering.
Guys.
Okay. Welcome, STEM Squad.
Thank you so much for your project, and as you can see, I had a lot of questions, and so I'm interested in investing in your project for $5,400.
And I am also interested in investing in your project for $1,300.
And I just keep making up the balance here. $1,300 to bring you to your total of...
Bring out the big check. Dun, 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 dun.
$8,000.
For a total of $8,000. And I'm so excited to be your mentor and look forward to working with you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
My allergy is driving me nuts.
Kathleen Jackson, I would like to be your mentor, and I will give you an initial of $7,500 for your project. Thank you.
My sister and I would like to fund $1,500 to your project.
What am I doing? What am I doing? I think I'm doing 500. I'll be in for 500. Invest in 500.
And I will also be in for 500.
Okay. For a total of $10,000.
All right.
Thank you.
Music and memory. PIs?
Yes. I was personally moved by this, and I really look forward to working with you, and thank you for doing this work. I will invest $6,000.
And I'm definitely impressed with you, and I will do additionally $500.
Also personally connected, and my sister and I would like to give $500.
Thank you. I look forward to being your mentor. Oh, the total? A total of $7,000.
$7,000. All right. Next up, the Curiosity Crew.
So my sister and I would like to be your mentors, and we'd like to pitch in $4,000.
And I am also going to do $500.
Woo! And I'm going to do $300.
And I will do $200.
For a total of $5,000.
Hold it down.
Bloom for Hope Kids. PIs?
Okay.
Amelia, I would like to be your mentor, and I will give you the best $3,300 to start.
I will do the balance, $1,200. I can't wait to work with you.
And I would also like to add $500.
Thank you. For a total of $5,000.
$5,000 Bloom for Hope Kids. And finally, techies.
Okay, boys, you've. I would like to be your mentor. And with that in mind, I would like to invest $9,700.
And I am impressed with what you guys want to do and can do, and I'll do additional 1,000. Thank you.
And I will put in the last $500. I love your program and it's amazing.
But wait, there's more. we need 300 more, so I'll put the 300 in.
And that is a total of $11,500.
$11,500. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for all our student finalists. They did an amazing job. We'd like to thank you all for coming out to the 10th anniversary Philanthropy Tank event. Thank you to our PIs. Thank you to everyone from Philanthropy Tank.